On my behalf, on behalf of all my colleague directors here, we extend a warm welcome to each one of you and also express our sincere thanks for accepting our invitation and being with us this afternoon. As a practice, every quarter we have been sharing with you the numbers, though we are not very happy, but we must share with you the numbers as they are. See, the turnover of this first quarter is 12,856 crores as against 11,089 crore of the corresponding previous quarter. That is up by 16%. In the profit before tax, it is 1,224 crores as against 1,685 crores, which is down by almost 27%. As far as the profit after tax is concerned, it is 808 crores as against 1,134 crores, which is down by 29%. Just to give you a brief physical number first, the transmissions, which was at the level of 110 million standard cubic meter per day, is down to almost 99 million standard cubic meter per day. That means it is down by 11 million per day. Transmission is low. As far as LPG transmission is concerned, as against 845, it is 699. As far as the petrochemical sale is concerned, it is 121 as against 66. So petrochemical is up by 83%. As far as LPG and other hydrocarbons are concerned, it is 350 as against 323, which is also up by 8%. So both LPG and petrochemical have shown higher growth, whereas transmission both for LPG as well as for gas is down. The major reason for decline in profitability are, one is because of lower transmission, as I've shared the number with you. Transmission is down by 11 million, that is almost 10% down. On trading side, there is a drop in supply of PMT by 3.4 million as against 10.3 MMS CMD. The PMT supply is only 6.9. The other important reason for downfall in this profit is that LPG segment, there is a downside of 448 crores, and in fact there is a loss of 9 crore in LPG segment because of two reasons. One is that the KGD6 supply to the LPG plant has gone to the level 0. It has started reducing regularly, and it is 0 supply by the end of June. So that has really affected the LPG segment, whereas the subsidy remains the same level which was earlier, and considering that the supply will be available to the LPG plant from KGD6 supplies. So therefore the LPG has been the major region where, because of reduction in supply of gas for the LPG plants and the subsidy remaining at the same level, it has reported it is less by 448 crores. So overall 9 crore loss in LPG segment. This is just broad. In terms of pricing level, if I share with you number, petrochemical average realization is 86,000 rupees per ton. So which is by and large same as it was in the last quarter. And LPG, there is a reduction by 11% as far as the realization of LPG is concerned. LPG prices has gone down from 54,000 rupees a ton to 48,000 rupees a ton. So that is another reason because of which the LPG segment there has been lesser realizations. So on LPG segment we are affected from all three sides. One is the subsidy remain the same level. The gas available for production of LPG has gone 0 from KGD6, and the LPG prices also has gone down. So these are some of the regions because of which the profitability in this corresponding quarter is lower as compared to the previous quarter. Just to give you some other physical numbers on various events, on the gas pipeline side, we have recently commissioned the pipeline to Kanpur fertilizer plant, which has started drawing gas for the phase 1. So that is a new additional major customer which have been added in the last quarter. As far as LNG sourcing is concerned, this quarter we brought 7 LNG cargoes. and as against the annual target of 34 cargoes. As I shared with you last time, that the current financial year we plan to bring 34 LNG cargoes, out of which 7 has already come in the first quarter, and total 21 cargoes have already been contracted. All the contracts are in place, and we plan to bring 13 more cargoes starting from October onward in Dabhol. Right now Dabhol is in the cold chain mode. Small gas is being supplied, and as and when port opens, the supply to Dabhol will start. I am happy to share with you the Cheniere contract which we signed for supply of 3.5 million tons of LNG from US based on Henry Hub. There are a lot of condition precedent in that contract. All the condition precedents have been met, and the contract is in force. All the FTA, non-FTA approval, DOE approvals, environment clearances, the financial closure, the notice to proceed to the contractors, everything is in place now, and all conditions are met. In fact, the project is ahead of schedule, and as of now we expect the supply from Cheniere projects will start in 2017, which will be indexed to Henry Hub. The second one, though you already have the information, but in the last quarter we achieved this, that is signing of terminal service agreement with Dominion Cove, which is an LNG project in the state of Maryland in the United States, where we will be sourcing 2.3 million tons of LNG, which will be again linked to Henry Hub, and this is basically a tolling service agreement wherein we will be buying our own gas in the United States and getting it liquefied, and then it will be shipped to India or elsewhere. On shipping side, we have signed an MOU with Shipping Corporation of India, and sometime by October this year we will be issuing the tender for charter hiring the LNG ships, so that they will be ready by end of 2016. On Myanmar side, the A1, A3 block have been commissioned. The pipeline supplying gas to China has also been commissioned. The gas supply, the gas production has already started from A1, A3 block, and the schedule which was earlier announced that we will be doing it in the month of June, July, this is being achieved as per the schedule. As far as the projects are concerned, there are two important projects GAIL is executing right now, in fact 3 projects. On petrochemical, the expansion, the second unit of Pata petrochemical plant is in fact ahead of schedule. We have already achieved a progress of 88% as against the scheduled progress of 78%. And the Bijapur complex in Madhya Pradesh, which will be a gas processing complex, will be commissioned by October this year. And the cracker complex in Uttar Pradesh will be commissioned by sometime November this year. So the petrochemical plant expansion is as per schedule, rather ahead of schedule. The second project was pipeline from Kochi to Mangalore and Kochi to Bangalore. As far as in the state of Kerala is concerned, the pipeline project is moving, though it is behind schedule. And right now, because of monsoon, the work is not progressing at a desired pace. But we have a bottleneck in the state of Tamil Nadu, and right now there's no work going on. And this issue was deliberated in the board today. In a very near short future, we will be taking a decision whether to continue with this project or to abandon this project in the state of Tamil Nadu if the situation continues in the same pace. However, the pipeline from Kochi to Mangalore will be proceeding, and once the monsoon is over, the activity will pick up in Kerala. In this financial year, we will be completing almost another 625 kilometer pipelines which are going to different different states, and that is what is going on as per schedule, barring the problem which we have in the state of Tamil Nadu. I think this is what I have to share with you on the project front. Today, board has also approved participation of GAIL in the coal gasification project in Talcher in Odisha, where GAIL will be the major partner, or rather the lead partner, in the coal gasification project in Talcher. And sometime by next month, we will be going to the market for selection of technology licensor or technology partner. And on downstream, the fertilizer unit will be set up by RCF. So to this effect, shortly, and some kind of MOU or heads of agreements will be signed between Coal India and GAIL and RCF to develop the upstream, that is coal gasification. The investment will be almost 2,500 crores, will be developed by GAIL as a lead developer, and the downstream fertilizer plant will be done by RCF. So this has been approved by the board today. So now we will be trying to develop the coal gasification projects here. On the capex side, as I shared with you, we have a capex plan of 7,500 crore this year, and almost 4,000 will be through borrowing with various instruments. We have already borrowed 625 crores in the first quarter, and up to September, October, we already have funds available with us. Sometime in the month of September, October, we will be coming to the market with INR bonds of 1,000 crores. And as things progress, as they pan out, we may be looking at market for various instruments for ECA and ECB for further borrowing. The total loan today with GAIL is almost 10,000 crore. Debt equity ratio as of now is 0.4:1. I think these are some of the financial numbers. This is from my side. I think some brief which I would wanted to share with you. Thank you very much once again.